Hello, Japanese snacks. Whoa. This one is a hot dog. Oh my god. Hello guys, today we are gonna be sharing a piece of my culture with my British girlfriend.
Where are you from?
America. But I'm Japanese American, and so I partnered up with Sakura Co today, which is our sponsor, and they sent over this awesome snack box for us to mukbang together. Let's check it out. What is this?
How nice is that?
Have you tried any Japanese snacks before, aside from me? This is pretty cool. Let's just open this up first and see what the heck is in here. Spring greetings from the Sakura Co family. The blooming flowers of March signal a time of change and rebirth in Japan. So what's cool about this box is every month they have a different theme, and this theme is Hanami. Your name is Hana.
Hana means flower.
Flower?
Hanami.
Yeah. March is often a time where people prepare to start a new chapter in their lives. Many schools and universities host their graduation ceremonies during this time. And there are a lot of opportunities to come together and celebrate with food and drink under the sakura during Hanami events. Sakura is cherry blossom, as you can see here, very beautiful.
Dreams.
You know what's funny is people think that cherry blossoms are pink and girly and all that stuff, but it's actually got a really badass meaning to it in old school Japanese tattooing. So you might see guys with like cherry blossom flower tattoos. What it represents is life and death. Because samurais, they also were into like beautiful things like gardening and whatever, because they believe that you have to balance like the killing with some life-giving, right?
I agree with
but then their concept behind it was like the sakura flower blooms out of nowhere and then it falls out of nowhere. So it's like a really quick life, it's beautiful, and it just falls to the ground. And so that's kind of like the symbolism.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, let's go through this. We got some kind of biscuit here. Oh, cherry blossom sweetbread. I can't wait to eat that. Okay, we got, oh, it's that cake again.
Oh, with the hole in it?
The whole cake.
I like that.
Me too.
There's a lot of stuff.
Look at this. It's like a flour jelly.
Oh, that's cool. This tells you what everything is.
If you feel a little bit intimidated about getting Japanese product, because I know that a lot of my friends, when I take them to a Japanese market, they're just like, whoa, I love the packaging, but
like what is that?
Yeah, like what is this, right?
Yeah.
So what's cool is it has this little box where you can kind of go through it. It explains like every single item, like this one. This guy is smelling the crap out of that matcha. You see that? He's smelling the crap out of that matcha. We got the green tea that he sniffed up like crazy. Yeah. Oh, I love these. Senbei, which is rice crackers. I love these. Matcha, matcha, matcha. Oh, look at this.
No, that's cool. That's pretty.
But look at this cookie though. Ooh, jelly. I don't know if I'm allowed to eat all this in one sitting.
We'll just try
Let's just do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we just made some hot green tea. Look at the color. Isn't that cool? And this is sencha. It's green, but it's a different level. There's sencha, there's matcha, there's genmaicha, all kind of cha-cha.
Should we try a green tea cookie to go with the
Green tea cookie with the green tea? Let's do it. Have you had Japanese flavors like green tea, red bean? I call them the grandma flavors.
I've had like red beans.
Which one do you like better, green tea or red bean?
I've already had red bean with like Chinese snacks.
Oh.
Like moon cakes and stuff. I've never had it.
Dang, that's hot.
Yeah.
We're gonna share?
It's romantic,
All right,
too.
romantic, okay. It's very crisp.
I think it's
Oh man, it has a really strong green teeness to it. I like it. Real quick guys, if you want to try any of these delicious snacks, you can go ahead and check the link in the description box below. I'm gonna give you $5 off on your first order of Sakura Co right now.
Use code Joe to get $5 off your first Sakura Co order. And if you just go ahead and check that link down below, you'll be able to get that. Again, guys, it's Joe to get $5 off.
If you see all the links right there, you could click it and you can enjoy what we're enjoying right now. And every month they have a pretty awesome new theme. So you have a lot to look forward to because there's gonna be a lot of variety to enjoy.
This is the stuff I need to learn because if this goes well,
Yeah.
and then we're in a position where we're having kids and things,
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for them losing that side of their culture.
Green tea cookies is my culture. If we have children, please preserve that. But you know the difference is, I didn't grow up eating some of this stuff. Because like I would tell you, okay, so this looks very traditional to me, even though bread was introduced to Japan later on. What I like about the culinary arts in Japan is they keep like evolving the old with new. Like bakery stuff like that. Like Japan actually learned bakeries stuff from the Dutch, I think, and then they evolved it into their own style. And then so like a cookie like this, right? Cookie's very Western. It's not traditionally Japanese. Oh my goodness. Everything pink too is like better. Yeah, you could take the first bite. And it matches your skin too.
Oh, that's good.
Is it?
It's like cookie dough.
That's a good combo because this one's like crispy and crunchy.
Oh, I really like this one.
And this one's moist and cookie doughy.
I want this.
We're fighting over it.
What do you think then does define the culture in the home?
I'm gonna continue the Japanese culture by not talking to my kids, and you call me when I need to discipline them.
I'm okay with that. I don't want discipline.
I think I have a lot of Japanese American friends who are like 5 generations in.
Oh yeah.
But there are certain traits I think that stick with culture. Like for example, Confucianism, Buddhism. I think those things kind of stick with people without them knowing it. Kind of like in Western society, right? There's a lot of Christian virtues. Even if someone's atheist, they don't know that they're practicing things that are kind of Christian because it's so deep in the culture.
Yeah, and it's how it started, and it's been there for thousands of years.
But there are funny Japanese stereotypes though. Like, okay, so here's something that's kind of Japanesey that everyone always observes. They go, the presentation, all this stuff is so neat and cute and whatever. But it was because a Zen Buddhist monk said, express yourself through your food. So when you're cooking and when you're giving something to someone, hit all the elements, make it natural and tasty and delicious and organic, but also make it visually pleasing and make it something that you look at it and you're like, I like that. Do you like that?
I think what will be interesting too is everybody connects to culture in different ways. So what you find in Japanese culture that connects to you would be different from somebody else who is American, right?
That's true.
So what would be interesting is having kids and then seeing what parts of Japanese culture, what parts of American culture, what parts of like British and Welsh culture
that they connect
to, find, and like that they tie in with.
They might connect through the anime, like a lot of kids in the West. They connect through J-pop and the J movies.
Nice. Do you think I should find a connection to Japanese culture if I'm gonna have Japanese
You're connected
babies?
through me.
Through you? You're American.
I know, I'm true. It's so funny,
so
right?
American.
I'm close enough because my parents were
Yeah,
born in
you're-
Japan.
yeah.
So immigrant kids, I would say like their house is like an embassy because you're raised in the home from whatever your parents' culture is. But when you go outside, you adopt like whatever. like American or British or whatever. So I think I have more commonalities with Asians from English-speaking countries than I do with Asians in Asia. You know, I have Vietnamese friends in London and whatever, right? And I feel closer and related to them than I do to Japanese people in Japan. So, funny thing is, I didn't grow up celebrating Hanami.
Is that like a newer thing or a more traditional?
It sounds pretty traditional, but I grew up Christian, and a lot of the stuff that Japanese people celebrated, if it's tied to like Buddhism and stuff like that, we didn't do all of it. Like there's festivals like Obon, which is like kind of like the Day of the Dead, and then everyone went to the Buddhist temples, and then they went to all these things. Cool thing is when my mom moved out to Japan, and every time I visited her, she's like, man, you missed out on all this like cool childhood stuff. So she would take me to all these different festivals. So I might have done it, but I just don't remember the names. Yeah.
I kind of want to like get involved in some of that, and it'll be like a bonding thing because I want to be able to have like a good relationship with your family and learn Japanese so that I can talk to your mom and have that like good connection with her since we're going to be family. I think people like sharing their culture, and I think people like when you embrace it and get into it, and I want to be able to like have those experiences because I'll never like understand fully.
I'll be learning it too.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is, like, as you're learning a lot of this stuff, I think I'll be along the journey with you. The only difference is I can speak Japanese, so I could probably absorb a lot of the stuff quicker. But I think it'll be a fun experiment because one of the things I want to do is live in Japan for a little bit because my brother got that experience. I think he lived there for about a year. He worked there, all this stuff. And so I think that would be pretty cool if we can go out there, immerse ourselves in the culture. Because technically, I'm still a foreigner.
But we should do the same thing in the UK. So I know you within the context of like America. You know me within the context of London.
Yeah.
But I think seeing like broader context helps you have a deeper understanding
Of each other.
Yeah. So like I left Wales when I was like 9 or 10, right? But I still grew up with Welsh parents. So spending time in Wales and seeing that culture might help you understand bits of my behavior that maybe before were not a mystery, but you were like, that's just Hannah. Now you'll maybe see a root of where that things or that thought process or that value system comes from. And then if we did the same in Japan, even though you didn't grow up there might be like
a connection of like why you always obsess over a craft and you just don't stop until you perfect it.
It's like the root causes of saying, like meeting your mum would tell me something about you. Meeting your stepdad tells me something about you. People are just a big mess of chaos.
You're a big sponge that absorbs everything, and that's culture. Like I understood my Vietnamese friends so much more after I went to Vietnam.
But people interpret differently. So your interpretation of Japanese culture and how it comes out in you is going to be different from someone else.
That's true.
So it's not about like trying to put somebody in that box. It's more just like you as an individual person and maybe understanding where some of that comes from, and also being able to say, oh, this is the root cause and this is how you reacted to it. And that's caused this. So it's like root, reaction, then you. And that's an interesting process to see. Yeah.
That's cool.
I want another cake.
Look at this. Oh guys,
I love pink food.
I gotta do this. Like, look at this. Look at how much it stretches. And look at how soft it looks inside. Man, I love these.
I love pink food.
It's so freaking good.
Oh, so good. You know what's nice about this too though? It's like tea and cakes is also quite British, because I think we probably stole it.
How many countries do tea and snacks?
It just makes sense though, because it's like a little bit of sweet, a little bit of bitter.
Yeah.
But it's like a nice crossover point of like the two cultures.
What was your first experience of Japanese culture? Because you didn't grow up in London, you grew up where?
All over. There's a lot of Japanese people that work in fashion in London, I've noticed. So oftentimes when I was doing like more straight fashion rather than costume, I met a lot of Japanese people doing that. But what I noticed is I think the first food thing was a natto omelette.
Are you serious? You went straight to natto?
Yeah, but it was. But when it's in the omelette, it's kind of different because it's cooked.
Mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's mixed in, and it was so good.
It's fermented soybeans. Even Japanese people, they either love it or hate it because it's a really strong fermented smell. And anything fermented, if you're not used to it, even like cheese or whatever, it could really be like, oh, what the heck is that smell? Like it could smell like toenail. It could smell like armpit. I don't know. But I think in every culture we have some pickled stuff that makes other people go, what the heck?
Oh, you know what else I tried once? You know those Hello Panda cookies? The green tea one?
Yeah. Oh, those are good with the chocolate inside. Yeah. But natto is one of those things that is not easy to eat. So for you to like eat that and also enjoy it, that's mind blowing. Speaking of traditional, let's go with this. I think I gave you something like this before. Let's try this real quick.
You did rice cup as well.
Yep. Because we got sweet, so we gotta do savory.
They're like little flowers.
Hey, it's shaped in Sakura, which is cherry blossom. When I was a kid, I thought these were sheriff stars. That's how American, like sheriff stars. I have my own nostalgia with these kind of snacks, right? Like, I remember my grandma, here's another traditional one. She freaking loves this one. Now, this one usually just comes standard. It's like a sugary, salty rice cracker mix. But what I've seen here is they got little bits of ume, which is a plum.
I need to look this up. Show me the little booklet.
Yeah. Because I'm guessing here, but I might be wrong.
But literally all of the booklet shows you everything. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
You love it?
It is really good.
Let me see what I'm putting in my mouth before I put it in my mouth. Oh, it also gives you like allergens. So it's like, it tells you what allergies.
Okay.
And it's vegetarian friendly.
Oh, that's pretty cool, because then, you have vegetarian members in your family, vegan, whatever. It says it contains dairy and soy. No way, they put milk in here?
That's so good.
Especially because it's like
that's like a
mystery snacks that you don't know what the heck you're gonna get.
That's like a tangy, sweet, salty. That's beautiful.
I'm just really surprised at how much value you get from this box. Like, so when I first got the box from them, this was my second time, right? It was filled to the brim. Like, I got 2 boxes. And I just kept pulling out snacks after snack. And I was like, a lot of the times I feel like snack boxes kind of cheat you and they add a little bunch of fillers. But the difference is I also know that these are like quality snacks too. They're not giving us cheap things.
It just makes me want to go to Japan.
Oh, I can't wait till you go to Japan with me.
I'm excited. I want to try and learn some Japanese before I go.
Okay, I'll teach you this one. This one is a hot dog.
I ain't saying that.
I just said hot dog with a Japanese
You
accent.
just said,
Here, try this. Mmm. Oh, what is this?
Midori.
Midori. What's this color? What's this color?
Pink.
Pink.
Hiro.
Yellow.
Oh, fuck.
What's this?
Kuro.
Here, try one.
What is that? Biscuit?
This is more Western.
It's more savory.
This tastes like a European biscuit.
It tastes a little bit like ones you get in like a French cafe when you get a coffee and they give you a little biscuit on the side.
I like how it came with this. Maybe you're supposed to make the tea in here and then you sip it like this. That's how my grandma used to sip tea. She would go like this. She turned it and she went,
Maybe that's what it's for in here.
rest in peace, I love you, grandma. What is it for?
Is that sake?
Japanese sake glass. Yes. See, I made that up. I like to make up things about Japanese culture. What is this one?
Why don't I read it and not tell you?
Okay. Now open it and try to guess it.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, this is easy. I know exactly what this is.
What?
Wow, baby. That's a big old rice cracker. The size of a sun. You know what? I'm gonna let you do the first
It's a
bite.
crispy fried rice cracker flavored with sweet savory soy sauce to create an umami flavor.
Umami, yeah.
Umami.
That's umami. Okay, here you go. You take a little British bite. You're gonna do really well in Japan.
That's really good. I'm trying to learn Japanese though so that I can speak to your mum better.
Are you trying to cuss her out in Japanese?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, actually, her English is pretty good, but I think it's like polite to make the effort.
My mom, she can speak. I think she's intimidated to speak it, but she lived in America for like over 20 years, but then I think she was always intimidated to say the wrong words. So she understands more than she can speak. I know you're watching this, Mom. Learn how to speak English because I know you already know how to speak it. You're just not confident to say those words. So this message goes out to you.
But I get that because I've been learning Japanese words, but I still get nervous to say it. Like I couldn't say hello to her in Japanese even though I knew how to.
I know, huh? It's like a sandwich.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay, I'm gonna get the first bite. Look, it looks like a Japanese sandal, but it's like
eating that right?
There's it's like an Oreo in the middle. It's an Oreo cream. Oh man, this is good. This is all for me, not for you. Take a bite.
French word. It says dacquoise.
That's a traditional Japanese word.
Oh really?
Sakura dacquoise. That's a Japanese word.
Oh, that looks French. Dacquoise.
Dacquoise. Sakura dacquoise.
Oh, this looks really good. It's pink in the middle.
I can't believe how many snacks. This is meant for like 5 tea parties. We're just over consuming right now. The cool thing is the box is themed differently every month. I feel like I can stretch this out because, I can eat this all in one sitting like I'm doing right now. But I really don't mind maybe having like 2 snacks, right? Yeah. And then that means you'll have snacks for every single day for quite some time.
You know what we should do? We should both get fluent in Welsh. And then when we're in public, we can have whole conversations and no one will know what we're talking about.
That's cool. So it's our secret language. So we could speak Japanese, English,
and
Welsh,
and we can just
and maybe Spanish. Yep.
And then we can just mix it in. So like if we're in
Habla
situations
español.
and I want to go home, we can have that conversation publicly without anyone being able to hear. Or we can just like slag people off in public.
That's true. Wait, what's this? Read this one. It's just flowers.
Japanese jelly filled with cherry blossom. Oh, you know what we should do? We should maybe pour it in.
Pour it in there. Good
Perfect
idea.
for sharing. We need some spoons.
Ooh, this smells good.
Whoa.
There's flowers. Oh. That's a coup. Show the world what it looks like.
It's kind of more clear when you get it out.
Oh, that's good. I actually thought it was gonna be gross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be because of the flowers. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, like the bathroom products, like the fragrance products.
It's sweeter than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, really? I don't think it's that sweet, actually.
It's not sweet, but it's like sweet. It's not floral. It's got like a honey or something. I don't know. That's good though. What's it called?
That's pretty good.
I really like that. It may contain traces of apple, peach, or kiwi fruits.
Okay, these are the last ones. This one is the bamkchen. I don't even know how to say this word. Yeah, look at this. Hello, Japanese snacks. Why do you think there's a hole in it? Oh, I know why. It's because you're supposed to eat it like this.
I think it's something to do with how they bake it, because look, it's all circles.
Oh, yeah.
When you open it, it's like a tree. You can see all the different rings. That's nice. You know what? This would be perfect with British tea.
Why?
Because we put milk and sugar, and this is like not too sweet.
And you could soak it up?
I would dip it. I would 100% dip it. That's very good.
Next is the jelly. Oh, jelly. Oh, jelly. Hold on. Oh, what the heck? Am I doing this right?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Jelly. Oh, and then did you ever do this as a kid? So you don't spill the jelly juice? You have
No, I didn't like jelly when I was a kid.
You didn't like jelly?
I thought it was slimy. Now I like it. I mean,
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna let you have the peach, because...
oh, that's so romantic.
All right.
No, boom. Very good.
Okay, this is peach jelly. This is Sakura jelly. Which one did you like better?
Sakura.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Cool, we won't fight over it, because I like the peach one better.
Do you think you've noticed any like big cultural differences while we've been dating? Like things where you're like, you just don't comprehend the way I do something or the way I think?
I think it's funny how you make fun of yourself all the time.
Oh, it's self-deprecating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think we were talking about this earlier, but in British culture, when you do that, it's like self-roasting, you kind of play with it, right? It could come off as low self-esteem in the US, because it's like, why do you keep putting yourself down? Or are you trying to look for like compliments or pity? Yeah. But I think it's kind of similar to Japanese, where you're like humble. You don't ever like self-promote.
It's kind of like you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. So if you can't make fun of yourself, it's like aside to that, if a British person is being self-deprecating, you shouldn't contradict what they're saying.
Oh.
So like if I was like, oh, I'm an ugly, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you're not ugly. It's like you're agreeing with it.
Really? By not agreeing with it, you're agreeing with it?
Yeah, because if you can't joke about it, it means it's bad. So like if someone's like, oh, I make a joke about themselves being ugly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, you're not ugly. It's like you're saying, you're trying to make them feel better because they are.
Oh.
Whereas like if you just jump in on it and you're like, yeah, you just really wear a bag over your head. It's like it means it doesn't exist. It's not true. It's a joke.
Well.
Because I've noticed that when I came here, I would like make a joke like,
and then people would be like, no, and then you're like, wait,
what?
am I ugly? Because you're repeating it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm maybe oversimplifying it.
Yeah.
Maybe got more nuance, but that's kind of it. Yeah.
Last but not least, here we go.
What is it?
I don't know. Just put your mouth on it. Oh, that's good.
Cream?
Yeah, that's really good. I like it.
I really like that one. That might be my favorite.
Yo, that is good. What's it say in the booklet? What is it? What is inside? So good, so good.
Manju.
Sakura manju.
Inside a steamed bun, you'll find a sakura-infused sweet bean jam.
It's usually got red bean inside, but that's good. They did it with sweet bean. Anyways, guys, if you want to go ahead and get yourself a Sakura Co box, awesome, different theme every single month. Check out the description down below.
Use code Joe to get $5 off your first Sakura Co order. And if you just go ahead and check that link down below, you'll be able to get that. Again, guys, it's Joe to get $5 off. Nice.
Thank you, Sakura Co, for the wonderful snacks and bridging my culture with British culture. Or
should we do the same thing again, but I'll get my mum to send us a box of British snacks?
Oh, that'll be kind of fun. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. 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 Birthday. Chuck E. Cheese. Birthday. Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. Birthday. Chuck E. Cheese.